Yo, what's good, my fellow deadheads? Your overlord has returned with yet another JJK Phantom Parade video. And guys, I cannot believe that I yapped for nearly 50 minutes in a video talking about all the stuff that I'm doing in preparation for Hydro. Literally visited the freaking exchange shop like 3 different times in that one video and talked about basically all the other resources that I plan to stockpile or I already do have stockpiled, and somehow forgot to talk about Phantom Metals. Why Phantom Metals, Deadman? Because we have a new Phantom Metal character that's coming on the JP version, not this month, but I think next month now, because the anniversary started late last month. It's going into this month now, and then the month after is going to be when they release their new Phantom Metal character. And I am certain that the Phantom Metal character is going to be Dagon, just because of where we're lined up at in the story and just because of what we've seen in the Phantom Metal shop beforehand already with Mahito, Hanami, and Jogo. But before I break down my analysis and what you should be doing to farm your Phantom Metals as much as possible, you can go down below. You can hit the like button, you can subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can get notified every single time the Dead Man drops a video for you. And you can comment down below and let me know what you wanna watch at. No. But we're gonna go ahead and get right into the video. I guess the best place to do this video would be in the Phantom Metal shop. Unfortunately, there's not, like with the other characters, if you got the ticket this anniversary that was like, you know, you get the ticket, you can buy a character of your choice. If you got that ticket, right, when you were looking at the characters, it showed you who you had already, and it even showed you how many duplicates you had, I believe. I wish they kind of updated the Phantom Metal shop so it showed you, you know, so I don't have to go back to my characters and check and see who I have. Luckily, I do remember who I have. I'm just going to talk about at the points at which I bought all these characters. Some things that I would have done differently, and also how are we farming Phantom Metals, because I feel like that might be a little bit of a mystery, or honestly we should start with how to farm Phantom Metals. So you guys can see here that I have 926 Phantom Metals currently. I actually did just get another copy of Jogo probably about 2-3 days ago, and I have been just kind of grinding it up from there. But yes, let's talk about where to get Phantom Metals. The first location I want to cover for Phantom Metals is going to be a very, maybe unexpected location, just because the number of Phantom Metals that drop from this are so super duper low. But Domain Investigation is going to be what you want to do for Phantom Metals to start off. This is a very low number of Phantom Metals that you're getting from this game mode, but nonetheless, this is a game mode that you should be doing whenever you have the chance to do it. And they also make it so that this is double drops on the weekend every Friday and Saturday, right? So I just do Domain of Chaos all the time, the very hard one that gives you the best rewards, and you have a chance normally when you go in here without double drops, you have a chance of 3 Phantom Metals dropping whenever you're doing room number 2, room number 4, or room number 5. Rooms number 1 and 3 drop basic rewards. So remember, 1 and 3, basic rewards. Those rewards are always going to be the same. Rooms 2, 4, and 5 are always the rooms where you have the highest chance of getting really crazy rewards. But you do have a chance of getting a double drop of 6 Phantom Metals instead of just 3 Phantom Metals, which is not a lot, yes, but every little bit in this game adds up. I feel like, dude, that could be my catchphrase, my damn slogan for this game. Every little bit adds up, every little bit counts, because like for this game, it really, really, really does. But that is the first place that I'll say Phantom Metals. The second place that you're going to want to look for Phantom Metals is going to be literally just the story events and the Formidable battle events that come out. Now, story and map events I will put kind of like in a similar vein, and I'm going to go ahead and actually try to pull up a map event on Twitter real quick, because I'm pretty sure in the Twitter post for the map events it'd be telling you how many Phantom Metals or how many of each reward you're going to get exactly. But if you look here in the story missions, you can see right here they have Phantom Metals in the picture right here for you. And if you look, not at the change settings because it's useless, if you look at the overall prize pools and you go all the way back, you'll see here that the Phantom Metals are usually going to be like the reset target rewards. If you look down at the lower rewards, there's usually never Phantom Metals. But once you get up and you get, oh, see, boom. Once you get to page 4, you have 10 Phantom Metals you're going to get from right here. And then when you get to page 5, you have 20 Phantom Metals you're going to get. So that's 30 Phantom Metals. Then when you get to page 6, that's 30 more Phantom Metals, which is going to amount to a total of 60 Phantom Metals. Then literally the Phantom Metals keep coming, so that's 100 Phantom Metals. And then if you come right here, you're gonna see, ooh, no more Phantom Metals, kind of hurts. No more Phantom Metals right here, but then the last one is 30 more Phantom Metals. So, boom, you're looking at 130 Phantom Metals just from doing the story event, and that's from resetting these rewards right here. So, 130 Phantom Metals for story events is a bare minimum that we're looking at. And remember, you only need 150 Phantom Metals, or I'm sorry, 1,500 Phantom Metals to pick up a new character from the shop. If we come here to the Formidable Battle event, you will actually see here in the shop, let me go. Now, I've already bought it out all the times that you can, but right here you have Phantom Metals. And I can't look at the information on this anymore, but literally, you are allowed to buy 50 Phantom Metals in 3 different sets. And the reason why it's 3 different sets is because, like, the first set of Phantom Metals is 10 Phantom Metals for 200 of these. Then the next set is 300 coins for 10 metals each. And then the next set is 600 metals for 10 coins each. And you can do those exchanges 5 times each. So, whenever Formidable Battle comes out, this is 150 Phantom Metals by itself, just from the shop. And I believe you also get Phantom Metals from the levels? From going up the levels? Yes, 30 right here, 30 more right there, so that's 60 in addition, 90 more, and then you got 30 more right there, so that's 120 altogether, and then you go to the extreme one, and then that's 150 altogether. So literally, these are giving you 300 Phantom Metals. If you can beat this all the way up to the extreme version at least once, and then, not to mention, okay, no Phantom Metals right here, but Phantom Metals that you can exchange directly for coins, and then Phantom Metals that you can get for doing these stages automatic. You're getting 300 from Formidable Battles alone. That means every 5 Formidable Battles you should guaranteed be able to pick up a character from the Phantom Metal shop if you were able to do these fights all the way to extreme. Not even all the way to doing the not even for doing the, what am I trying to say? Not even for doing the S rank, right? Let me see what reward you get for this. That's my review rank, reward overview. If you can beat this at, not even S rank, because S rank just gives you another title and 50 cubes. If you can beat this at a score of 12, that's going to be 320 Phantom Metals you're actually picking up, 335, and then let's see, 350. So you can pick up 350 Phantom Metals every freaking Formidable Battle that comes out. And even if you can't do the SP battle portion of it, you can still pick up 300 Phantom Metals. That is really crazy. That is every time this comes out. Like I'm saying, 5 of these come out, boom, another character. We are guaranteed going to get 5 more Formidable Battles at the very least. I'm working on a video right now talking about all the content that we should be seeing before Hydro comes. We are guaranteed going to get 5 more Formidable Battles. That's literally 1 more character that you're going to be able to pick up. Or maybe even if it's not 5 guaranteed Formidable Battles before Hydro, that's 5 more guaranteed Formidable Battles before Dagon comes in the Phantom Metal shop, because Dagon does not come at the same time as Hydro, unless they decide to change things up a little bit on the global version. But guys, Formidable Battle is giving you 300. Story events giving you 130. So you really just got to make sure that you are farming these things as much as you possibly can. I don't even know how much this gives you. Let's backtrack a little bit and see. And I don't think there's like an overview thing that shows you. Oh, dude, in my other video, I was talking about, like, damn, where did this extra little shard come from to give me a full dupe? It came from right here. Let's see. Are there any Phantom Metals wrapped up in this? I would not be surprised. Oh, no. That is 150 Phantom Metals right there. I'm pretty sure I can see a 1 behind the done marker right there. That's 150 Phantom Metals that you're looking at right there. Or it could be 50. But even still, this is extra Phantom Metals too. And this literally ain't nothing hard. This is just playing the game and getting stamina and just double dipping rewards for the stamina that you already used. So, like, even this is providing a tiny little extra bit of Phantom Metals here. Just a premium option for sweats if you really, really wanted to. Whenever the secret shop comes around, the secret shop also does have some excellent Phantom Metal bundles as well. The last bundle I picked up from the secret shop, actually, a few days ago, was for Phantom Metals, and it had 500 Phantom Metals, and that was an $80 pack. I feel like I've seen packs that have 300 Phantom Metals or like 200 Phantom Metals before as well. And then, like I said, let me pull up map events on the side over here so I can tell y'all about how many you're getting from those Phantom Metals at the very least. Alright guys, so I just scrolled Twitter for a little while, and not only did I, find the last map event in the game, which was the JJK0 map event, which I wasn't even going to count that one because that's like anniversary anyway, so it was a little different, a little special. But low-key, I went back to a map event before like the first pre-wave or anything like that, just a really old one. And even that map event, which is the Red My map event, I believe this one is, even back at this map event, the map events are providing 200 Phantom Medals for players. So 200 Phantom Medals from map events, 300 Phantom Medals at least from Formidable battle events. You got another like 130 from story events. You know, you got double drops on domain investigation. Spirit Bash Race, I believe is what the English name is. Spirit Bash Race, yes. That right there gives you a very tiny amount, but still, it does give you some Phantom Medals. And then the last little place that I'm thinking of, I believe that the event marathon campaign does also give Phantom Medals. Let's see. Now that, I don't know how many Phantom Medals it gives because that one does not have a graphic that tells you exactly how many you get. But nonetheless, it's probably not like a crazy big amount. It's just another amount that guarantees that you are getting extra Phantom Medals from your grinding though. And that is my point. Like the Phantom Medals do come like frequently, very frequently. And people can pretend that they don't. But the Phantom Medals aren't coming if you aren't farming out every single event and buying everything out of the shops like you're supposed to be, because, you know, the shops are free to play. Why would you not want to do that? I don't know, right? I don't think Illusory Tower has any Phantom Medals, but I'm personally not even going to go in and try to check that because Illusory Tower is not an easy game mode that everybody can just do. And plus, the point that we're at in Illusory Tower is like when the next few floors come out, you're either at a point where you can't beat the floors that are out right now, or the floors that are coming out, you know, they're going to be really fucking difficult and it's going to take you a little bit of time, a little bit of strategy to beat them. So I'm not even going to incorporate those. Let's see. Event Marathon Campaign. So typically the little graphics that they give for the campaign shows you what rewards you get. I actually don't see any Phantom Medals in the Event Marathon Campaign graphic, but still, I did just go over a lot of different places that you can pick up Phantom Medals. Now let's go to the Phantom Medal shop and talk about kind of like what I did with my Phantom Medals and where I'm at right now and some decisions that I would have made differently. I can literally just tell you right now because I had this planned out before, like as soon as I learned that the global version was dropping, right? Or as soon as somebody told me that the global version was out and I started playing. I think I was a day one player though. I think somebody told me right before it dropped and I was like, hey yo! And then I got into it like a few days later. But literally, I already had a plan. It was to pick up Mahito 3 times and get him to A2 initially. Then it was to pick up 1 copy of Hanami and then work on, and then go back to Mahito and get him A5 and then get Hanami like A2 and then pick up a copy of Jogo. But that would require how many? 1,500. I don't feel like doing this math right now, but that would have required 1,500 times 6 for him, so 9,000 alone right there, plus another 4,500 would have been 13,500, and then like a copy of Jogo that would have put me at like 15k. That would have been, yeah, that would have been 10 characters that I would have been buying with my original plan. And honestly, I'm glad that I did not follow that original plan because so many new developments have come about. One, Mahito I would not have bought 3 copies for if I would have just taken the moment to realize that his ultimate does not scale off of his level. I mean, it does. This first little part right here, 30, or no, let's see. Deals ranged attack damage to the target equal to 100 or 1,331% of curse technique, and then deals HP proportional damage to all enemies based on the target's max HP. Whenever I saw people using Mahito's ultimate on the JP version, and you know, I was just watching the videos and I wasn't really reading character effects or anything like that, right? I had originally thought that this damage right here from the HP portion of his skill was actually coming from this portion of his skill right here, where he's doing the extra damage, you know, from just the actual, the percentage damage that he's doing from the skill. Then I quickly realized that that was not how it worked. It doesn't matter to have this level 10 or not. Like the first little bit of it, you know, where you do extra curse energy, it's cool having that level 10, I guess. But like this almost never is the contributor as to why I'm winning a fight. This damage right here, the HP damage, is always the reason why. So, first thing that I would say, not even to free-to-play players, but just any players who are trying to use their Phantom Medal points efficiently. One, get just one copy of Mahito. It is cool having an extra 10 cursed energy starting out with Mahito, just because, you know, when I get into his domain and I want to keep using the ever-changing skill right here, because this skill changes into ever-changing, I'm pretty sure. All right, if I want to keep spamming the ever-changing skill, having that extra 10 cursed energy in the long run does help me out, yes. But how much of a difference does it make? Not much. So, just one copy of Mahito to start off, then one copy of Hanami. This copy of Hanami was probably the most important Phantom. Nah, that's cap. Because Mahito did help me beat. Mahito helped me stall a lot of shit just because I was missing a lot of characters. But Hanami kind of, I guess, is the same reasoning. Like Hanami helped me stall a lot of shit. But when the Mahito stall wasn't working out by itself anymore, Hanami became a necessity, and Hanami was kind of just like, my account was just waiting for Hanami, because I was like, once I get Hanami, all the stuff that I can't beat right now, it was like there was a very finite number of things I could not beat at the moment, but it was like I knew the Hanami stall would be clear enough to beat it, right? So that's where the one copy of Hanami came in, and I just say stick to one copy of Hanami, so A0 Hanami, because no matter what, Hanami does what I need Hanami to do, no matter what. Yeah, literally, like there's never been a time that Hanami has failed me, and I've thought like, damn, if I had one more dupe of Hanami, this will work out a lot more, because Hanami ultimately is a debuffer slash like supporter and is not meant for the damage. Like literally, Hanami is not somebody you're looking at for the damage at all, and since Hanami is not somebody you're looking at for the damage at all, the dupes do not matter. I would say it would be kind of nice to have the extra cursed energy, just because this skill right here costs 35 cursed energy, and this is usually the skill you're trying to spam, and you will have turns where you just cannot do this skill, and the extra cursed energy would definitely help in that regard, but I wouldn't say that it's going to help you out so much that it's worth pushing and trying to get 3 copies of Hanami, because at the end of the day, this is a skill that costs 35 cursed energy. Literally, if you had the extra 2 dupes and you started at 40 cursed energy, you're still going to use the skill turn 1, it's going to lower your cursed energy to 5, and then you're still not going to be able to use it on turn 2. Just like if some, and literally the only difference is you can't use the skill on turn 1. But I mean, like, either way, which I guess using the skill on turn 1 does make a big difference, but like, I don't think it's going to make that gigantic of a difference, especially considering that typically when you do a Hanami stall, you usually run an Inamaki with him too, and Inamaki can usually cover the damage reduction on the first turn. So Hanami, one dupe, or not even one dupe, just one copy in general. Mahito, Hanami, all you need. Cool. Then we look at Jogo. Jogo is somebody who I would say pick up one copy for now. We do know that he's going to actually become pretty cracked whenever his SP buff comes. And yes, his SP buff is going to come way faster than we expect, but still consider this, chat. You need to, 1, pick up your copy of Jogo if you don't have him at all. 2, you need to max him out. 3, and getting to grade 15 and getting them all the way to level 140, that takes a lot of time. And, you know, you got to get all their skills, level 10. And then, you know, 4 or 5, I lost count of all my points. The last point. The SP buff actually has to come out. And after the SP buff comes out, you got to have a strong enough red team to even get the materials to give Jogo his SP buff. So to get Jogo to be really good requires a lot of extra hurdles for you to jump through. So get him with one copy for now, just so that you have him and you can start working on him right now. And then whenever the SP buff comes, there's not as much ground you need to cover whenever you do have access to that. But Jogo is, ironically enough, probably the one I'd say is worth the A2 now, instead of these two over here. Again, Mahito's damage, the bulk of what he's doing for you is based off of the HP scale, part of his ultimate. Hanami works, you know, at base level. You do not need extra dupes or anything, and Hanami is not a damage dealer. And then Jogo is going to become a pretty cracked damage dealer, and I definitely want to have the extra curse energy for him, because my damage dealers, I love when they have freedom to just gallivant about and do as much damage as they please. But guys, if you want my take on what I would have done differently with my Phantom Metals, I would have literally just picked up one copy of these two each and then 2 copies of Jogo. And if I would have done that instead of the way I've done it now, I would have had this many Phantom Metals plus 3,000 more, because Mahito wouldn't even be at A2, he'd just be at A0. And then literally, I would only be missing 600 Phantom Metals from being able to A2 Dagon instantly when he drops. And we don't know if Dagon is going to be a unit worth getting to A2, but damn, doesn't it feel good to have the option to do it later? If you already have these characters at the capacity that you have them at, and you're saving Phantom Medals. I know some of the other content creators that I talked to, they're like, yo, I got 5,000 medals right now. I'm just chilling on them. I'm like, yo, that's excellent. That's great. That's very smart. But it's just like, if you're sitting on a big number of excess medals and Dagon is going to be a really cracked character, wouldn't it be great to be able to just pick him up as many copies as you want, you know, as soon as he drops? So guys, again, do not make mistakes with your Phantom Medals. And yes, there are plenty of ways for you to farm Phantom Medals. We got to move out of the, damn bro, they never give us this. Yes, they give us this, but you think it's not for free because it requires your effort. But hey bro, you put in the efforts and you will get rewarded handsomely. I guess that's my video on Phantom Medals, man. If y'all enjoyed the video, y'all can go down below. You can leave a like, you can subscribe, you can hit the notification bell, and you can also comment down below and let me know what you want to know. But that's gonna be it for your boy DEADMANVINCE. Hopefully Dagon is actually a really cracked character. Of course, whenever Dagon does drop in the Phantom Metal shop, I will go over him, cover him, and see if he is a character that is worth you getting to A2 or just keeping him at A0. But I still do find the merit in getting him in the first place because he's a free-to-play character, 1. He's a differently named character, which helps you boost your character rank growth system, 2. And 3, he just gives you more versatility for options on your team whenever you're struggling to find that last unit. But you guys have an excellent day. The Dead Man does love you. Peace out.